listening to Liquid Sunshine with my main man, Maarten Vlot. He plays the best funk, the best disco, the best boogaloo and beats. You know, all the good stuff. All the good stuff, yeah. Liquid Sunshine, Liquid Sunshine, Liquid Sunshine. The music's hot with Maarten Vlot. Hey, Liquid Sunshine, Liquid Sunshine, Liquid Sunshine. Tune in to Maarten Vlot and Liquid Sunshine. You'll be glad that you did. Yes, you will. All right.
Hello, Groovers. Welcome to another edition of Liquid Sunshine, your weekly show with the best deep funk, reggae groove, disco and beats. Yes, all the good stuff. You're listening to 2XX. You're listening to 2XX FM indeed. And my name is Maarten Vlot. 2XX FM. It's the people-powered radio station, 98.3 in Canberra. Now, we're doing a little bit of a series of programs at the moment. We're looking at the interaction between pop and rock and disco and funk. And before we look a little bit, we go on about that. If you missed the previous programs, sign up for the podcast. You can do that on Spotify or iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. And we're even on Vimeo now. So then you can listen back to the previous programs, because a few weeks ago I started off with looking at the interaction between pop and rock and funk and disco. So, for that program, we noticed that it really went two ways. But now, for the last couple of programs, we've been looking at pop that has been disco-fied. Last week, played lots of, covers. So, and with covers I mean songs, pop and rock songs that were taken by a singer or a band and made their own. They played all the instruments and the like themselves. So a proper version, but then a disco way. And now we're going to look at the extension of that. The extension being that we're going to look at pop and rock songs that have been disco-fied, but in a re-edited way. So with re-editing or editing or remixing, whatever you might call it, I'll use the terms interchangeably at the moment, even though they're slightly different. So with remixing, you take the original song, chop it up, take things out, rearrange it, put some extra things in, and then make it sound disco way. That's what we're going to do now. So first up, Toteria, or Tango Teria, with his version of Aquarius, out of the musical Hera. Yeah, a couple of great edits to get the show started. You just heard the Doobie Brothers, Long Train Running, in a George Kelly edit. And before that, Aquarius by Todd Terje. And both of these are really nice examples of how you can take the kernel of a song, you know, the really pertinent part of it, and build a whole new song around it. Without actually, you know, we'll go into further programs, we'll go into, I suppose, sampling as well. So where you take a good riff, a recognizable riff, and use it in your own songs. But now we're still looking at songs that are recognizable as being the one particular song, but, you know, in a disco version. So what's the difference between editing and re-editing and mixing? Well, let me tell you. So an edit, it's taking an existing piece of music and rearranging it. So making a DJ mix, a friendly intro, outro, extending a section, like a drum break or a bass line, removing a campy sounding section to keep the track more groove oriented. They're all examples of edits. So an edit is not adding all sorts of drum tracks or other instrumentation to the original version. That's a rework, or maybe a re-edit if that's the term you like. I mostly like re-edit, I just like that term. So working with original parts, multi-tracks, so as it is how it is recorded in the studio, and creating new passes and versions of the song, that's not an edit, that's a remix. So, you know, remix, rework, re-edit. But let's get some Astra Gilberto first.
Shake dreams from your hair, my pretty child, my sweet one. Choose the day and choose the sign of your day, the day's divinity. First thing you see. A vast, radiant beach and a cool, jeweled moon. Couples naked race down by its quiet side. And we laugh like soft, mad children, smug in the woolly cotton brains of infancy. The music and voices are all around us. Choose, they croon, the ancient ones, the time has come again. Choose now, they croon, beneath the moon, beside an ancient lake. Enter again the sweet forest, enter the hot dream, come with us. Everything is broken up in dances. Scattered on dawn's highway bleeding, ghosts crowd the young child's fragile eggshell mind. We have assembled inside this ancient and insane theater to propagate our lust for life and flee the swarming wisdom of the streets. Barns are stormed, the windows kept, and only one of all the rest to dance and save us with the divine mockery of words, music and flames temperament. Oh, great creator of being, grant us one more hour to perform our art. Great golden copulations.
Dear me, this is really quite something. This is awesome. I'm loving this. This is, of course, The Doors. And we're playing not any pop and rock song in a disco version or in a re-edited version. We're really looking at something that's unusual, something that you wouldn't expect that it would work in a disco version or in a dance version. But I might go and take this out on the dance floor. That was The Doors with the Ghost song, with a re-edit by Mike and Tess. And before that we had Esfred Gilberto, re-edited by Jack Tennis. And now we're going to do another track that you thought, not certain about the original. But let's see how it works in a dance version.
trucking right. I heard a dark voice beside of me, and I looked round in a state of fright. I saw four faces, one man, a brother from the gutter. They looked me up and down a bit and turned to each other. chain. He said, I'll give you $1. I said, you got to be joking, man. It was a present from my mother. He said, I like it, I want it, I'll take it off your hands and you'll be sorry. You cross me, you better understand that you're alone. A long way from home. I say, I don't like reggae. No, no. I love it. Hey, I don't like reggae. I love it. Hey, don't you whack me slide, don't you queer me bitch, don't you walk through my words, 'cause you ain't let me I hurried back to the swimming pool, sinking pina colada. I heard a dark voice beside me say, would you like something harder? She said, I got it, you want it, my harvest is the best, and if you try it, you'll like it, and wallow in a dreadlock holiday. I say, don't like Jamaica. Oh no, I love her. Hey, don't like Jamaica. Oh no, I love her. Oh yeah. Don't you walk through my words, got to show some respect. Don't you walk through my words, 'cause you ain't welcome.
Now we had some two great tracks there, which I'm certain you wouldn't have thought could work in a, BT dance floory disco version. You heard that Dreadlock Holiday classic from 10cc, and before that we had, let me just have a look in the playlist, Land Down Under, Man at Work. No Aussie barbecue is complete with at least a half-drunken version of the Land Down Under. Now, whilst these tracks were playing, we had Hayden walk into the studio as well. Hayden does the show Sample Credits on Friday night. And what time is your show on, Hayden?
It's 10:30 Friday nights.
Yeah.
You'll be hearing a lot of great sampled songs, some 70s funk, some 80s electro, and everything between, I guess.
Yes. So, welcome to Liquid Sunshine. And yes, your show is on 10:30, 11:30 on Friday nights.
Yep, that's right. 10:30 midnight.
And tell me, you're going to do a little bit of DJing at a very exciting event coming up, I believe.
I am, yes. On the 20th, we have the fundraiser for 2XX. It's going to be a great night of DJing. A lot of great 2XX artists are going to be there. I myself are going to play some post-disco tracks.
Awesome.
Personal favorite of mine, that genre. So you'll be hearing some great stuff. Some tracks I played on the show, but a few golden gems as well.
Wonderful. So that's on the 20th of September at a Sideway here in Canberra. A hot new club in town and awesome sound system there. It's the second version of the mixtape event, which is a fundraiser for 2XX FM. Come all and have fun. It's going to be an awesome night again. First version, we probably had about 250 people show up because it is a mix of all the best DJs of 2XX. And we play some good tracks, like this one, Susie Q.
I couldn't stick around.
So happy you're okay, Charlie.
I am just fine. Mission accomplished.
but you love me anyway. But I know it's not in your eyes. You say that you love me anyway, but I know it's not in your eyes. You say you can take it night and day, but I know it's an alibi. I say it's a sad sort of play when you never get in my lines. You say that I'm better off this way, but I know it's all in your mind.
Yeah, a bit of Boss Skaggs there. Love Me Tomorrow. With an El Kino rework, that is. Before that, we heard from the Charlie's Angels in a George Kelly remix. And again, one of those tracks where you don't really realize that it really works on the dance floor. Susie Q from Creedence Clearwater Revival. Now, we just had Hayden in the studio talking all about the mixtape events. And if you want to keep in touch with what's happening with Liquid Sunshine and 2XX in general, sign up on Facebook. Both 2XX and Liquid Sunshine. I post all the events that I do up on Facebook. And otherwise, you can check out Instagram or the website as well. All for different purposes. Instagram, I put a lot of nice photos, of course, but they're always thematic as well. I'm about to post a number of posts about books. Yes, music books. Because, I actually do a lot of reading in preparing these shows as well. But let's talk about Facebook and a few more events. Tomorrow. Oh yeah. Tomorrow I'll be playing on the Mighty Soul Defender out on Garima Place for a crowd of thousands. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'll be starting there at about 4:30, and it's for the launch of the Garden of Enchantment in town. It's pretty awesome, so come and check it out. We'll be busy. I'll be playing these kind of relaxing tunes. And on Sunday, oh yeah, we've got more. On Sunday, I'll be playing at the Ruck. I'll be doing the Sunday sessions there. Let's see if we can go out on the deck and enjoy the sun. And then, of course, on the 20th of September, we've got the mixtape event. And that's just 3 of several I've got coming up. In fact, I've got stuff coming up in March already, and we're looking at the European tour in June and July next year. Believe it or not, it's pretty awesome. So we've heard lots of tracks that are, unusual in that they are pop and rock tracks that you wouldn't think worked in a disco way. But there are also, of course, pop tracks that, are dancey to start off with. This is one of them. Yeah, finishing the show up there. The Funkside Deluxe's version of Sun is Shining by Bob Marley. Man, what a good track is that. And I remember dancing away to this. In fact, at the year 2000, New Year's Eve, Carl Cox was playing this track when the clock ticked over up in Bondi on the beach. Man, it was a good night. Now, you've been listening to Liquid Sunshine. My name is Maarten Vlot. Check out Facebook, Instagram, website, Spotify, iTunes, everywhere.